statement, when religion becomes a mask and the group becomes a knife. A family's testimony against the machine of systematic destruction. We are a family, a father, a mother, a son, and a daughter. We asked for nothing from anyone except to live in peace. But peace, in the culture of certain groups, is an unforgivable crime. This is not a story of a family dispute. This is documented testimony of a complete model of exploitation, religious and collective power, used to commit systematic domestic violence. It is the story of how a mother transforms into an instrument of destruction, a group into an army of revenge, and Islam into a cover to justify harm. The invisible crime. From the very first day of marriage, the daughter made one simple request to her husband: "Do not take me to my family's home." It was not rebellion. It was a cry for help. She knew that the people closest to her carried a harm invisible to the naked eye. She was trying to escape the envy that wears the mask of righteousness. But they brought her back. Not through love, but in the name of religion. They told her, "This is your mother, this is your duty, this is filial piety." Sacred values were transformed into shackles used to crush her will and return her to the circle of harm. The mother, who was supposed to be a sanctuary, became a systematic source of fear. She did not only use physical violence, she wielded far more destructive weapons. Constant doubt about her husband, her capabilities, her stability. Forced intervention in the name of advice. Religious exploitation. She used concepts like supplication and brotherhood as an ethical cover to justify her actions. Social defamation. She worked to transform the victim family's image into that of the problem in the eyes of the community. What is more dangerous is that she was not alone. Part 3. Arming the group. This mother did not rely solely on her individual power. She had an army behind her. She would proudly repeat, "I have 1,000 believing sisters with me. I am a member of the Mothers Organization. No one can touch me now." These are not mere words. They are a declaration of war. An organization that was supposed to support women, the Mothers Organization, was transformed into a tool of collective pressure, making any objection to her behavior an act of hostility against religion and the group. The group was mobilized not to support the family, but to dismantle it. They used filial piety as a means of coercion, supplication as an ethical cover, the group as a pressure tool. Part 4. The silence of institutions. The failure of preaching. Notably in this case, an international Islamic gathering, held in a mosque in Turkey, convened and issued a clear statement that this woman's behavior was satanic and driven by envy. But that statement remained confined to the walls. It did not translate into action. It did not become a mechanism for accountability. It did not lead to protection for the victims. It remained mere words, while the machine of destruction continued its work. Here, the scene reveals a major crisis, the absence of mechanisms that transform religious truth into social justice, the losses. When the family becomes a battlefield. As a result of this systematic mechanism, our lives turned into hell. The daughter was psychologically broken, living in a conflict between her fear of her mother and the guilt imposed on her in the name of religion. Husband found himself confronting an integrated collective machine, trying to protect his family from an invisible danger. The two children, Sana and Nabila, lived in constant tension, in a home that was supposed to be a safe haven, which turned into a psychological battlefield. The entire family had its reputation smeared, was socially isolated, and was made the target of an ongoing group war. Part 6. The core of the battle. Who holds the truth? This case is not about a conflict between one family and another. It is about who holds the right to interpret religion. Is religion a weapon used against those who refuse injustice? Is the group an institution for protecting abuses under the guise of loyalty? We state clearly, Islam is innocent of anyone who uses it as a cover for harm. The true group is the one that protects the innocent, not the one that arms itself against them. Mercy is not weakness, and justice is not disobedience. Part 7, our demand. No to silence. We do not seek revenge. We seek 1. That the truth be seen. This case is a model that needs documentation, so that society can recognize the mechanisms of destruction disguised in religious garb. 2. That victims be protected, through confidential and secure reporting channels, not subject to the pressures of local groups. 3. That mechanisms, not individuals, be held accountable, focusing on dismantling the culture of defending the mistake, which turns the group into a knife rather than a shield. 4. That we restore Islam's true face, by separating true religion, mercy, justice, freedom, from its exploitation as a tool of destruction. Conclusion, a message to the world. We are a family that chose to say no. No to injustice, disguised in religious garments. No to betrayal dressed in the cloak of loyalty. No to exploiting groups to dismantle what remains of family cohesion. We believe in the language of reason, not the language of hypocrisy. We believe in the Islam of mercy, not the
Seal. Jewelry Tale Project 2026. A humanitarian initiative for child protection and combating digital abuse. UN file number 20C01573-350.